was raised where the winters bite, where the wind cuts clean through bone. Front porch creaking in the dead of night, teaching boys to stand alone. Daddy's shadow on the kitchen wall, tall as judgment, hard as truth. He said the world don't owe you mercy, so don't you beg for proof. First job under factory lights, greasing iron in my veins. Hands turned black before 21, heart already trained for pain. Every punch of that old-time clock felt like carving out my name. You either harden like the steel, or you rust inside the flame. I don't cry where people see, I let it sink below. There's a furnace burning quietly in places they don't go. There's coal in my chest, burning slow, burning deep. It don't blaze for the world to see. It just smolders when I sleep. Every breath tastes like regret, every promise that I kept. Yeah, there's coal in my chest. Loved a woman with patient hands, she traced the cracks in me. Said you carry something heavy, like a past that won't let you be. I tried to lay my armor down, but it's welded to my skin. When you've lived through too much dark, you don't trust the light to win. I've walked through rooms of polished men, with softer voices, cleaner sins. They speak of hope like it's a choice, like it always lets you in. But hope's a risk for men like me. It costs more than we confess, so I trade my faith for discipline and wear my silence like a vest. If heaven's just a higher ground, I'll climb it step by slow step, with boots still caked in yesterday and debts I haven't paid yet. I ain't asking to be forgiven, I just wanna understand why strength feels like a burden in the hands of a working man. There's coal in my chest, forged under pressure and time. It don't glitter like a diamond, but it's stronger than shine. Through every loss and test, through every failed request, yeah, there's coal in my chest. When my voice turns to gravel and my body gives its last, let the fire inside me outlive my past. Not pride, not bliss, just burning coal in my chest. Smiles on the mailbox, name rusted clean off, porch swing hanging crooked like it had enough. Boots sink in the black mud every step. Something breathes. Old house with one eye open, watching me through the trees. Down in the swamp of the forgotten, where every lost thing goes to hide. All of my ghosts hang from those cypress branches, drip from the roots when the water runs high. Swamp of the forgotten, got my name written deep in the mire. Bottle in a brown sack, half buried by the dock. Label gone to mildew, but it still ticks like a clock. I hear my mama's whisper in a frog choke. Low draw, boy, this place remembers every time you try to crawl. Yeah. Down in the swamp of the forgotten, where every lost thing goes to hide. All of my ghosts hang from those cypress branches, drip from the roots when the water runs high. Swamp of the forgotten, got my name written deep in the mire. Fireflies float like bad ideas, won't die, just circle back. I keep leaving pieces here till I'm just a hat and a track. Head down in the swamp of the forgotten, where every lost thing goes to hide. All of my ghosts hang from those cypress branches, drip from the roots when the water runs high. Swamp of the forgotten, got my heart sunk, stuck in the mire. There's a field behind my memory, where old versions of me lie. Young and reckless, fists up high, swearing he'd never cry. Another dressed in quiet rage, teeth tight, jaw set strong. He thought the world was something you could conquer if you're wrong. I buried one who chased applause, needed eyes to feel alive. Bury one who shut down love just to say he survived. Each one wore different different face. Each one swore he knew, but growth is just a funeral for someone you outgrew. You don't become a better man without letting one fall. Evolution sounds heroic, but it hurts most of all. These are the graves of the men I used to be. Crosses in the dirt of memory. Each one fought so I could see what strength was meant to be. I didn't lose them, I set them free. Now I stand where they couldn't stand for me. Yeah, these are the graves of the men I used to be. One believed that love was weakness, that control was how you win. He kept his distance from the fire so he wouldn't burn within. But he froze in his own winter, proud and all alone. Didn't know a guarded heart turns colder than a stone. Another thought that anger was the proof that he was real. Spoken thunder, moved like lightning, never learned to kneel. Storms don't build foundations, they just tear the rooftops down. And a man who only shouts will eventually just drown. It takes more than time to change, it takes surrender too. It takes looking at your shadow and saying I release you. Not in shame, not in regret, but in gratitude for the fight. There were steps along the road that led me to this night. These are the graves of the men I used to be. Buried deep, still part of me. I carry what was worthy, leave behind what couldn't see. Growth ain't clean, it's surgery. It cuts before it sets you free. Yeah, these are the graves of the men I used to be. So if my voice sounds heavier, it's not from chains I keep, it's from walking through my past without losing sleep. I honor who I was, but I don't let him lead. A stronger man was born from every buried seed. Walls talk back every time I breathe your name. Same four words bouncing off my own mistakes. You say it's fine, I hear sirens in that phrase. I chase you around the same 3 feet of space. Got an echo chamber heart. Every stay comes back as lead. I keep calling this a start, but it circles me. All this love just ricochets till it tears itself apart. You say, baby, don't be scared. Inside this echo chamber heart, you look tired in the glare of the TV glow. Mouth says love, but your shoulders say I don't know. Your kiss lands like it's practice, like it's stage. My trust cracks in that half-second delay. Got an echo chamber heart. Every stay comes back as lead. I keep calling this a start, but it circles me. All this love just ricochets till it tears itself apart. You say, baby, don't be scared. Inside this echo chamber heart, maybe I'm the room, twisting every word you choose. Maybe you're the one, learning how to hide the bruise. We talking loose till the silence sounds the same. Every truth we try to say comes back changed. Got an echo chamber heart. Every stay comes back as leaf. I keep calling this a start, but it circles me. All this love just ricochets till it tears itself apart. You touch my face, say I'm right here, but you're miles and miles apart. And it's louder in the dark inside this echo chamber heart. Through alleys soaked in neon rain, footsteps echo like ghosts of my pain. Mirrors on the wall show faces I've known. Strangers in a skin I've never owned. Every step drags memories behind. Every breath weighs heavy on my mind. I search for the man beneath the light, the one hidden behind faced every shadow, swallowed every knife. The city hums a tune I almost recognize, a song of regret, of endless goodbye. I've built walls tall as the skyline above, to hide the self I was made to love. But even walls cannot contain the echo of a man I can't explain. Who am I when no one sees? A man of sorrow, one of dreams. Does truth exist beneath the weight, or only in the choices I hesitate? When the shadows of my past whisper the man I'm meant to be, I stand alone, drowning in memory. I am heavy, I am hollow, I am lost in the night, searching for a soul to call my life. Every step a revelation, every tear a flame. I walk this path, never quite the same. Street lamps flicker like candlelight, fading fast in the arms of night. I hear my father's voice, my lover's sigh. All the man I was, all the times I lied. The river hums beneath the bridge, carrying away my unspoken pledge. I am a man torn between what's gone and what will be. Haunted by the man I cannot see. Maybe identity is forged in pain. Maybe courage comes from falling again. Maybe the self I see is not a pride, but the shadow I carry behind tired eyes. When the shadows of my past whisper the man I'm meant to be, I stand alone, drowning in memory. I am heavy, I am hollow, I am lost in the night, searching for a soul to call my life. Every step a revelation, every tear a flame. I walk this path, never quite the same. And if the night should claim me, I'll let the shadows guide me home. For in the whisper of my past, I may find me my own home. Find me home. It was a Tuesday, nothing special. Rain tapping on the tin. Boots by the door, jacket on the chair. Same routine I'm living in. But something in the quiet didn't feel the same as before. Like the walls were tired of holding all the things I can't ignore. I've been the calm in every crisis, the steady voice in every fall, the one who says don't worry, like I don't feel it all. I built a reputation on never letting slip, but even iron fingers eventually lose their grip. There's a difference between control and being truly strong. One keeps the mask in place, the other says when it's wrong. It was a night I stopped pretending I was made of stone. The night I let the silence finally be known. No more I got it, no more standing tall alone. Yeah, that was the night I stopped pretending I was strong. She looked at me across the table, saw something in my face. Not anger, not frustration, just a man out of place. I said I'm tired of carrying what I don't even name. And for the first time in a long while, I didn't feel ashamed. My son was down the hallway, laughing in his sleep, and I thought about the lessons I unconsciously keep. Do I teach him that real courage is never letting go? Or do I show him strength is saying what you know? Maybe freedom starts where pride begins to crack. Maybe healing's found when you stop holding back. Maybe the bravest words a man can ever say are I don't have the answers, but I'm learning anyway. It was a night I stopped pretending I didn't feel the weight. Stop confusing silence with controlling fate. I let the truth come forward without a shield or a tone. Yeah, that was the night I stopped pretending I was stoned. tall and steady, but something felt brand new. Not light or not perfect, just honest through and through. And her strength is built on truth, not just endurance shown. And that was a night I finally came home. I've been counting time and back road signs and rust and faded paint. Every mile I cried a witness to the man I ain't. Boot heels worn like old beliefs, grinding in the storm. You can roam the world for answers, still feel alone. I chased a dream through factory smoke, through bombs thick with lies. Learned how to read a handshake by the hunger in my eyes. I've seen good men turn colder just to make it through the frost. Sometimes staying in the fight feels the same as being lost. There's a ledger in my conscience, every line I can't erase, not written down in ink, but carved across my face. Beneath the weight of years, under every uncried tear, I stand like a weathered timber, still refusing fear. I bent, but I ain't disappeared. Through doubt and broken gears, yeah, I'm breathing beneath the weight of years. But Father never spoke of hope, he spoke of paying dues. Said life don't hand you mercy, it just hands you tools to use. So I built myself from discipline, from grit and clenched a fist. But no one mourned a hardened heart that can't forget how to exist. To watch my best friend lose his spark, working double shifts of pride. He said, "Well, man, we don't fall apart," and fell apart inside. That night I felt the truth hit low, heavy as regret. Strength ain't always holding on, sometimes it's what you let. If wisdom comes from breaking, then I've earned a crown of scars. If grace is facing who you are, then I've come that far. I don't need applause or pity, don't need to be revered, just need to stand with open eyes instead of armored and severe. day.